Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma at Cook Culture in downtown Victoria, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, we're learning how to surf, and Dan Kahn talks to his adopted son, Danny, about getting a prostate exam and why we need to stop looking at our crotches. All that and more on Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Hello and welcome to Go Island. It is the show that celebrates this beautiful place we live, Vancouver Island and the Gulf Islands. And what do we love to do here in the West Coast? Cook. We have local food, we have local foodies, and we have Jed, who owns Cook Culture. Jed, thank you for opening Cook Culture.
Of course, thank you.
Because not only have you brought some of the best chefs from the West Coast here to teach us how to cook properly, but you have all the tricks here.
We do.
Now, one of the things that people must ooh and ah when they come in the store.
Yeah, well, primarily we're a kitchen store, so 95% of our daily business is kitchen and selling kitchenwares. And then at night, and sometimes during the day on the weekend, we are cooking school.
I love it. And we are going to teach you today every single thing that you need to make sure that you have all the staples in the kitchen so that you too can be a foodie. And we also have a chef, one of the instructors here at Cook Culture, Chef Tom. Do you have a favorite must-have tool for the kitchen?
Well, there's more than one, but yeah, zesters, juicers are a couple of them that are really important.
Now let's talk about the zester. First of all, why is it important to have a zester? You know, a lot of people will just do it with their cheese grater, or they'll do it, you know, they'll chop their lemon or their lime up. Why is a zester really important?
Well, a zester is really important because the bitterness that comes from a citrus is the pith or the white stuff that's underneath the zest. So you only want the colored part of the zest to go into your dish, and you get the niceness of the fruit that you're zesting and none of the bitterness that comes out of it.
I like it because it's fun to play with. Seriously, I kid you not. I got a zester when I was on the Oprah Winfrey Show 11 years ago. They had a big goodie bag, and I could like zest all day. Tell me about the zesters that we have here.
Well, probably what you got at an Oprah show would have been a microplane.
It was a microplane.
Yeah, microplane is the word that people use like Kleenex.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have a microplane?
Yeah.
We carry what is a rasp. It's made by a company called Accutech. We carry Accutech over to microplane because it's a Canadian company.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We love the Canadian
So that's why we do. They're all still made in China, but however, it's
still a Canadian
it's still owned by a Canadian company. And this is a two-stage rasp. So it's got a microplane and a smaller cutter. You can do large chunks for cheese, or what's Tom talking about, doing citrus on the smaller guy, or garlic or ginger.
Of course, another must-have, a good knife. Now, I want you to listen to me, everyone. I can't emphasize this enough. A really, really good knife. If I have to say one thing in this whole show is that. But how do you know what a good knife is, Jed?
Well, when people come looking for a knife or fry pan, are two of the main things that we talk about in the same way, a lot of time when people come in to buy cookware or knives, we try to help them balance the dollars they have to spend, get them the most for the least. When it comes to your primary chef knife or a fry pan, it's the place to spend the most that you can afford.
Okay.
Spend well there, save somewhere else.
Okay.
Right? So we sell only Japanese knives. We find for residential kitchen, they are the best quality that you can find. And in the last 10 years, they have taken over the market.
What tools do you recommend for people to keep their knives sharp?
Well, a lot of people bring their knives to us for sharpening.
Yay! Yeah. Saying.
Yeah, we do free. We do free knife sharpening, so it's not really a plug of making money.
No, I'm saying that because I try sharpening my own knives, and then I'm like, I'm useless. I try to do it like the chefs do it, and I'm useless. So.
Exactly. And a lot of times when you see what the chefs are doing, they're using a steel. Yeah. And a steel is maintaining a knife. That's why you see a chef using it all the time.
All the time.
Because they're maintaining that knife all the time. They, 4 or 5 times throughout a service, they're going to be stealing their knife.
Yeah.
But for sharpening, you need to either be using a water stone that is like a full flat stone, and you need to have the right angle and know the process, or there are some very, very good quality pull-through knife sharpeners that work really, really well.
Okay, so get a good knife and then come and bring it for free sharpening, and you will have a different culinary experience in your kitchen each and every day. Am I speaking the truth, Chef?
Absolutely.
It's all about, we've all done it. Gone to a friend's house and borrowed one of the knives and gone, I can't cut with this, I'm better off cutting with my teeth. We're gonna show you some more must-have staples in your kitchen. But first, surfing. Have you ever tried it? If you're a woman, you are gonna wanna try it this weekend, because this Sunday, we are celebrating Women's Surf Day. You can try surfing for free, and our very own intern, May Cuthberg, decided she'd go and get her very first surf lesson. Watch and learn. International Surf Day, Sunday, June 23rd. Get out and try surfing. I mean, we live in the perfect place to surf, especially out on the West Coast, Tofino. I always watch those guys for hours and just think, how do you do it? I'm gonna try. Have you ever tried surfing, Jed?
I have.
Of course you have. And are you good at it?
No, it's been years.
But are you any good at cooking?
I can cook.
We're here at Cook Culture, where the cooks, amateur and professional, come to find the best tools. And of course, in order to enjoy cooking all summer long for all those guests that come and visit, you have to have the right tools. We're with the chef, we're with Jed, the owner of Cook Culture. Now, behind us is some really important, why is this an important tool? First of all, what are we talking about?
We're talking about a mandolin.
So how does the mandolin work, Jed?
Well, the mandolin comes in many different shapes and sizes. This is a really basic mandolin that a lot of the chefs in the city will use. The chefs will go through these in a commercial kitchen in, say, about 3 months' time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at home, one of these will last a lifetime. They just don't get the same sort of use and abuse. But you'll go from there to mandolins that are, that sort of size.
Now, what do you use them for?
For chopping, dicing, julienning for the most part. So it's making small little matchsticks.
Yeah.
Things are only going to be as long as whatever it is that you are shredding.
Okay, so what's the advantage of the mandolin versus a really good knife? So if you're making a salad and you're using cucumber or something like that.
Speed and accuracy. Okay. You've got blades and a blade. So these blades on the inside are going to chop in one direction, while this cutting blade is going to cut in the other direction. So you've got thick chipping, or you can have small little micro for julienning.
So fun. Yeah. Love it. Knife, mandolin, there's more staples you need in the kitchen. Now, you are a motorcycle guy. Absolutely. What do you ride?
I have a V-Star.
Nice. Well, Ride to Live this Sunday, June 23rd. Of course, they raise money for prostate cancer research. They also raise awareness because, as you know, many men are still afraid to get the prostate test. So our very own Dan Kahn decided to take his adoptive son, Danny, to the doctors and explain, well, let's just say, how and why one needs a prostate exam. And don't forget Ride to Live, Sunday, June 23rd. It is a sight to behold because hundreds of guys on motorcycles ride all the way from the Western communities and ending up at the Mary Winspear Centre in Sydney. So cheer them on. It is such a great cause. And don't forget, if you haven't had the prostate cancer exam, get it done. We're here with Jed.
With your finger, Karen. That's good. Good. I like that. That was good.
No, it's kind of creepy. We're here at Cook Culture, which is really a toy store for people like me, because there are so many goodies in here. And the problem is, I think I need everything. And maybe I do, but there are certain tools that you have to have, staples we call them, in the kitchen to make sure that you have all the tools so that you can have fun cooking and it's not stressful. This is particularly a good one for outdoor cooking. Tell us about why we all need one of these.
Yeah, well, indoor cooking, outdoor cooking, but yeah, definitely with the Barbie. You need to know, especially with the issues with E. coli and those sorts of things right now with cooking your meat. Any thermometer, good thermometer is going to work for you. Digital is the most accurate.
Okay.
And quickest.
Okay.
Right. So this is a basic digital thermometer.
Yes.
Very, very simple. On off, going to tell you in 2 different temperatures what your temperature is.
Yeah.
This guy here is a replica of a brand called the Thermapen that quite a few people are going to know. It is quite an expensive unit. It's a $90 thermometer.
Yeah.
However, for the people that are very particular about their meat,
Yes, and we know there are some. Yes, it's the best.
the reason that it is the best is that it has a micro tip on it. It can do an 1/8 of an inch flank steak, and it is the fastest and most accurate.
So we have to take a quick break, but stay with us. Why? Because when we come back, more tools that you need to have in your kitchen, and our very own Kim Rock tells you about some of the hot concerts that are coming up. Thank you, Kim Rock. We're here at Cook Culture, which is like a toy store, a candy store for people like me. But we don't want you to have to buy everything. We want you to just have the right things in your kitchen. You probably have many of them already, but as you know, one of the hottest trends right now is pizza, especially making pizza outside. And with summer here, it is time to have really great tools to make pizza. Tell us what you have here, Jed.
Well, making pizza at home is brilliantly simple, but we will never be able to mimic what they do in some of the great places in town.
Yeah.
However, the closest way you can do that is by doing it in your barbecue.
Okay.
Because your barbecue will get hotter than your home oven.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely. It can get a lot hotter than your home oven.
Okay.
But what you need is a stone in either your home oven or in the barbecue.
And why is that?
It brings the heat to the pizza. Because really what you're not doing is cooking a lot that's on top, is that you want to cook your dough. And you want to cook that dough very, very quickly, and you want it to be crusty and tasty.
I just think it's fun. I love it. It's so fun. And you have some other fun little tricks, hey?
Exactly. So primarily you need a good stone,
Okay.
but you are going to need a way to get your pizza on and off of that stone. So this is called a pizza peel.
Okay.
So yeah, on and off with a peel. You don't want to take a stone out of the oven, and you don't want to put a cold stone into a hot oven. So the stone stays in the oven all the time, and use a peel to get your pizza back and forth.
And it makes you feel like a real pizzeria. I have one of those things that you roll the pizza. Why are these better?
So you want to use one of these guys like you would see in a pizzeria,
Yes.
or even a Caesar, even though they're like a little bit of a gimmicky tool. They
Yeah.
do work. The idea is that with everyone that uses a roller at home, you will find that your toppings will get pushed around.
Yeah.
Right. So one of these guys will cut the pizza quickly and easily without pushing your materials off. They will just separate where you're cutting. Same with the Caesar.
I love this. It just makes me happy. I would use this. I'm a gimmick girl. Also, after you can cut your hair if you're thinking you need a little chop. I wouldn't do that. I'm just joking. We have to take a quick break, but stay with us because when we come back, Nikki Iwanishin explains why you should not be looking down at your crotch when you're driving. So nice to see my friend Nikki Iwanishin do a story. She is not with us. She has a new job in Vancouver. We miss her so much, but we still love airing her stories because she is brilliant at what she does. We are here with someone who else is brilliant, Jed. He's a foodie and just you get the kitchen stuff. And with summer here, one of the kitchen things that you need is an outdoor or outdoor-ish pan that you can use. Now, people think of cast iron. They think of winter, don't they?
Sure, absolutely. You think of stews and braising and that sort of thing.
So why would you need a cast iron in the summer?
Well, a cast iron grill pan can be used inside or on the barbecue. You know, there's no reason why you can't use something that heavy.
Also, another example of staying in shape. Yes,
Weight is quality though.
Thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any feedback for us, you can find us on Facebook. Like us. We love to be liked. Follow us on Twitter. You can email us. Go to our website. If you see us around, say hi. Thanks for watching.